Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second race of the round of 12. The same 12 drivers as you saw last week are fighting again at one of the most difficult tracks. You may have made it past the paperclip, a tight track hard to pass. But will you be able to honor your throwback, to be able to honor the person you're throwing back to, unless you're like Kurt Busch, who throws back to himself? Well, he actually retired. Anyways, let's get into the race. I'm joined by another commentator, Mr. Grayson Levi.
Aloha. And
Me.
Oh, and yeah, I think we have another one. I don't know if he's here right now.
And Corey LaJoy, let the inner Alan Kowicki flow through you.
Yeah, that's what he's been saying this whole time. He's basically been saying that that because he's running an Alan Quickly throwback, that might help him. Anyways, I'm gonna get us over to the race footage. And
He's
here,
in the game too.
well, with more than two people, it kind of lags out. Anyways, hello everyone, welcome to Darlington.
Aloha.
The drivers out of the grid. Let's take a look at your grid lineup. Geez, I was getting a little stuck there. On row 1, you have Chase Elliott and Cole Custer. Row 2, Noah Gragson and last year's throwback winner, Tyler Reddick. Row 3, two Gibbs drivers of Ty Gibbs and Kyle Busch. Row 4 is Mr. Austin Cindric and the 11 of Denny Hamlin, who, based on rumor from the garage, will be retiring after this season. And in row 5, to round out your top 10, is Ross Chastain and the 12 of Ryan Blaney, who won last week. Plenty of good choices on who can win. And now, we're going to begin the national anthem. Let me pause the recording and get over to it. And here we go. Please rise for the national anthem. Please work for once. Oh, dang it. I messed something up. You can sit back down for a minute. Technical difficulties. Be right back. Apologies for that. Now, please rise for the national anthem. Alright. What?
Home to the Daytona
Oh my god.
500, Premier Boxing Champions, the World Series, college football, Friday.
Okay. Here to give the most famous words in motorsport, Grayson Levi, our fellow commentator.
Drivers, start at your engines. I almost forgot your.
All right. We already went over the starting grid, which is kind of backwards of how you're supposed to do it, but if we are ready, everyone, the drivers, we'll just say theoretically, are rounding turns 3 and 4. Pace car is already off onto the pits.
Meow.
A 15
Meow.
lap race at this track. Green flag as the drivers
Look at the
are off.
girls at the deformed hot dog.
Up at the front of the field, Chase Elliott holding it on the inside, but here comes Cole Custer with Reddick on his tail. Reddick
I told you before the Zorp, I told
Custer.
you before the race that the high line here is going to be more supreme than the bottom line than any other track.
You are correct. As here they come, they are 4 wide, but Gregson backs out of it. Custer will lead.
As you
Tyler
can see,
Reddick splits it
21
3.
of 21 of Gregson had to back off there. Probably they would have gotten a little roughed up there going
Yep.
4 wide.
And it's
Lap
lap
Or would
2.
not
isn't meant for
even
that.
work at this track, maybe. Or would not even work.
Oh, the 9 tried to send it up the inside. Here comes Kyle Busch with Tyler Reddick. Reddick looking for the lead, but he... Sorry,
Can
Reddick.
the four of Cole Custer pull out that block on the hard charging Reddick?
Here comes
Which one is up?
Reddick.
For the pass.
Reddick gets a little
Oh,
bit...
a little wall clip right there from
Someone
the
is down
one,
low.
Larson.
That won't work. And
on
two
the
cars are
one
down
car.
low. Okay. 2 cars are down low. Yeah, this won't work.
As we
As
can
you can
see,
see,
it's
the
a tight
7,
race.
as you can see, the 7 running that low lane the entire race, finally going to move up high.
A little bit of a breakaway
Busch
between Michael
isn't wearing the
McDowell
scheme.
and Austin Dillon.
Tower.
We're coming through pits on lap 7. If
Let's-
I didn't inform you, to lap 4 when we hit the line, Reddick will clear Cole Custer.
Let's see if the lap trick works.
Leading us 1 time into lap 4. Reddick, will he lead us any more times? In order,
Finally, like a few.
will
Finally,
he
a few laps.
As
Will
you can see,
he-
pretty single file through here.
will he lead us enough to win the race though? He's looking for back-to-back wins
he won't.
and a win to keep himself up in the playoffs. Here they come.
Might be hard.
Custer to the high side.
Will this work? Off of turn 4.
It's just close as Ty Gibbs, another playoff driver, was trying to get by them. 3 playoff drivers make up the top 3 as we enter lap 5.
Might go 3 wide this time. They might go 3 wide. Oh,
Ty Gibbs makes
close.
the mistake
They
of going
almost
low.
go 3 wide.
Ty Gibbs
As
went
you can
low.
see,
Here comes Kyle Busch.
The 4 car. Here comes the four of Cole Custer. Want to try and see if he can move that 8 car out of the way to make the pass in the lead.
Or might
Oh,
hold on to this
Reddick.
lead. They're going side by side.
Moved
Custer
out
now
of the
with
way.
advantage.
The 4 car just moved that 8 car out of the way as I hop on Zorpa's head.
And Cole Custer is now leading this race.
Cole
He's
Custer back in the
first.
lead. I'm trying to do something as
You want
Custer,
to commit flyby?
Custer back in the lead.
committing
Here comes
flyby.
Reddick on the inside. The drivers
LaJoy
are
there
by.
just kind of LaJoy there in the back of the field just kind of stuck right there as there's no room to move.
Quinn Houff,
Really bad.
our
The-
furthest back. Chase Briscoe, our furthest back playoff driver. John Hunter.
As
He
you can
was
see,
like
the
really spread out.
43 going to just run that wall through here.
Yeah, that's a good
Field-
idea from
the field is-
Jones. Just barely clear. It's lap 7 now. The pit lane will
Reddick now
be
leading.
open.
I got you. I'll open it.
Yeah.
Field's
And
kind of and getting a bit spread out here. To a few more laps, they might be even more spread out.
Reddick cleared
Let's see what
it. Here
happens
comes
going down pit road.
Chastain.
Who's going to get the better? As this is now about strategy. Who's going to get that better pit stop?
Reddick.
It is.
Here comes
As
Reddick.
Down
Spread
pit
the field out
lane.
even more. Here they come.
Gonna bring
Out pit road they go.
only some of the field. Oh my god, it messed
None
up.
of them. None of them.
None
pit.
of the pit, but they're
None
all
of them
down low.
pit.
Some of them are down low. Holy cow!
Some
Some of them
them
are
made a
way
mistake.
down low.
I think some of them
Okay.
corrected because
As
all
you
going
can
back
see, a
up.
lot of the playoff drivers are going to move up because of that. LaJoy and a
Into
few
lap
others
8.
are going to gain because of that mistake. Because of
Yeah.
that, they dive down low and then just didn't, as they
Because
heard from their spotter last second. Don't pit
Feel this-
this lap. Don't pit this
what
lap.
we actually realized was the officials had called it that it was not open. Pit lane was not open.
Let's see who's going.
Only a
No, some of them are pitting.
Bowman
And we
has
have a
a
car in the
problem.
back.
Bowman has a problem.
As you can see,
Bowman,
as these leaders, as you can see, probably the people who pit now are going to be are probably going to be your leaders later on in the race
He's
because
right
of because of playing in playing in pit strategy. These guys are going to wear out their tires. Tires get worn out. You have to pit later in the race, and these guys will be on fresh tires
The rest of
and
the
have more gas
field
to finish the race.
is required to
they have
pit
some
now
tire vintages there.
on
They're
lap
pitting
9.
now. Being a
Everyone's
little
They
bit
get
now.
smart
require
here.
the pit. We hear on radio officials are requiring them to go down pit road because they most of them have drive-throughs and some penalties for not going down pit road because especially that 48 car because that 48 machine clearly passed the double yellow line, and as you can see most of the drivers had to serve drive-through penalties
Here they
because
come.
as here comes
Who
as
will
here
be
comes
the
my
leader?
prediction, and it's going to be
Let's see.
be close here. My prediction
Lap
comes
10.
in.
Which pack will lead?
Lap
My
10.
To
prediction.
be Tyler Reddick not getting into the lead.
Yes, he will.
Oh, he
He
gets
will.
He will.
it.
He's in the lead.
As here they come,
spot.
playoff contenders. As you can see, that inner Alan Kowicki coming out of Corey LaJoy here.
The
He's inner
51.
Look how
Alan
spread out that-
Kowicki. He
The
went from
51.
19th all the way to 5th. And my prediction comes into play. The people who pit
Look how
early
s-
are usually going to get that lead early.
Elliott
Look
is
how
the only
spread out
one
that,
who
that field is,
suffered
honestly.
from. All right, they're coming into lap
Field is
11
really spread
now.
out.
Lap
They
11
come to
now.
lap 11 with 4 laps to go. Can Reddick hold on?
It's really spread out now.
I'm not sure Reddick's going to be able to hold on with Cole Custer, a hard-charging Cole Custer
And
here.
Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs, one of
And
the
Ty
best
Gibbs.
rookie performances we've seen.
Let's see. Hey,
Cars
this is
are
all
just-
about lane choice. Whoever goes high here, most likely is going to make the pass. As you can see, as
Gibbs
both of the
goes
drivers go
high.
high,
But Gibbs slots
LaJoy goes
in.
high.
Reddick's
Everybody
staying low. Only advancing his lead. I can't
has
speak.
3 to go when they hit the
Lap
line.
12.
Can they catch up? If LaJoy
They're all
hits
single
this win,
file.
LaJoy needs this win to get locked in. Am I correct?
To get locked in, yes, but if he manages good points here and at Kansas, he may just point himself in.
Just like IRL with Denny Hamlin and a few other drivers last year pointed themselves in.
All
Harvick
right.
almost pointed himself in IRL last year, then got eliminated by
2 to
crashing out at the
go.
Roval.
2 to
As he
go.
won 2
It's
to
really
go.
spread out.
This is where lane choices are going to come into play. Whoever runs that high line is most likely going to win this race.
Custer has to hold off Gibbs.
Some of the field is just
I
off
don't
of
think
turn
there's
2
a
now.
chance to catch Reddick. It's all about
Unless there's a
maintaining
mistake.
position.
There has to be a mistake here.
Have
There
to
has
push
to be
to actually
there has
team.
to be a big mistake. Maybe if we hit 1 to
Work
go,
as
if
a
that
team
8
here.
car, if everybody else runs high
Here
and
they
that 8 car right
come.
here, it runs the low line.
White flag
is
sponsored
out,
by Credit
presented
One
by
Bank.
Credit One Bank.
The
Who
8 car
win?
of Reddick.
The turn 1, here they
And the
go.
42
Clearly.
going to go high. The 42 going to go high here. Can he make?
My BB
Is this
here.
going to be a good choice to go high? As everybody else
The
goes
top
low.
3
We don't know.
is now.
Here they come
And
down the Boeing.
Back down the back straightaway.
down-
they're
This
pushing.
looks to be
Onto
Reddick.
turn 3, they're pushing.
Trying to make. He
They're
hits the
going
wall.
low. They're
Reddick,
going low.
Reddick
that
made a
eight of
mistake,
Cluster.
Reddick.
Turn 4 who will win it.
but it's not going to be
Out of turn
enough.
4.
Tyler
Reddick
Reddick,
will not be enough.
4.
And
Reddick holds
Reddick
them up
will
for
go,
the win at Darlington.
Richard
here,
Childress
will go
Racing
back to back.
back in victory lane at Darlington. Reddick,
As here's your top 5. Here's your top 5. The 8 of Tyler Reddick. The 4, we have the 4 of Cole
Cole
Custer.
Custer.
The 19 of Gibbs. The 42 of, I forgot his name. Josh Chastain still, am I correct?
Mhm.
And then we have the 7
of
of Corey LaJoy in back. And then as here he comes,
Onto the garage.
Oh crap! I just committed suicide to these cars.
Onto the
Oh,
garage.
I may or may not have committed
Coming with a
a
bad race
suicide.
here after
I just
having to
committed
pit.
I just committed suicide to the Christopher Zabelsk.
Oh,
All
Bowman
right.
with a bad race after the pit finishes last.
Yeah,
This
he
is so
got
good for him.
his pit was not actually a pit. He actually did not take tires or fuel. It was a drive-through penalty for clearly passing the line
It was
when
bad
that
because
first
he
round of pits because he crossed the line and then he had to dive back up. So
Exactly.
really bad because
that was because that added a 10-second penalty to his pit stop of already a 10-second pit stop.
it was
So
really
really
bad.
that was a 20-second pit stop. So that was a very bad day for Bowman, and that probably is going to ruin a lot of drivers' chances into the next round of the playoffs.
Well,
I think he might come back next race.
He
what
might
do
come
you
back next race.
what do you guys think of that pretty amazing finish? That close fight with Chastain, Gibbs, and Custer all fighting for that second place spot. It ended up going to
Nice.
Custer.
If LaJoy ended up getting if he ended up getting a faster pit stop, he probably would have been in contention with that. But he had a 2 second slower pit stop than everybody else. So maybe that's what decided it with LaJoy not being able to fight for contention.
Yeah, and what about Reddick? Earning Richard
Reddick
Childress a
Reddick
2 in
had
a
this
row.
had Reddick had an insane pit stop of Reddick had insane pit stop of 9.352 seconds, and he just took that and ran with it.
Exactly. Anyways, we will see you all again next week at Kansas to finish out this round of 12. 4 drivers will have an unfortunate end to their championship hopes. Some
Wonder
people
who
to
will lose.
Yeah,
someone to
this is
keep
all
an eye
about
on.
this is
Someone to keep an eye on is Austin Dillon. He was struggling in the round of 16. He got in by 1 point. I don't know
yeah
where he
we got
finished.
to watch out for that. We
The
got to watch
2
out
in
for
a
him.
row champion who is retiring after this season. Will he be able to fix himself up? Maybe make it 3 in a row. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if he's able to fix up his act, and Corey LaJoy and Austin Dillon for this, those are the people I'm going to watch out for this in the next race at Kansas, because those two people are on the verge of elimination, and if you know this, you will drive. If you know this from real life NASCAR, people will drive their heart out to get into that round of to get into the round of 8, maybe even just the round of 12. Even though they know they might get eliminated next round. Still, it's all about getting in and getting points.
Exactly. Now we're kind of carrying over our run time. We will see you all next week at Kansas, like I've said. And yeah, just stay tuned, stay alert, and goodbye.
Also,